Alright, Shalom, Shalom. You give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And the bonus to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, who do rule and teach well. Shamash 1, Ban Yehoda reporting in with today's video. See here, U.S. Army now begging on you-know-what soldiers it wants dismissed to return to service. Right, and of course it hasn't just been the Army, even before this whole thing came out, which I don't know if it's on the mainstream news, if they're even going to get into it, but business has been doing that. They've been going and contacting guys they once gave the can, when guys they once booted out of their company, saying, hey, you want to come back now, because they need to have guys back. They needed more bodies working their companies and stuff like that. Which I'm not going to judge anyone if you actually go back to your old job or whatever. Just always, which you brothers already know this. I don't need to explain to you brothers. You guys know way more than I do. A lot of you guys out here have been in this truth the decade plus. I don't really feel like I need to explain this, but you need to have in your back of your mind that a job is a job. You lose one job, well then pray to the Lord and you'll get another one. And there's so many scriptures about that, praying to the Lord. And the Lord hears the prayers of the godly, and roughly paraphrasing and stuff. But, He doesn't hear the prayers of sinners and people who are wicked. So, U.S. Army is begging soldiers not, given the Windows 19 stuff, and who were fired for decision to refuse to return to military service, right? And then you get this little website here, which shows you that it's real. It's your dear former service member. We write to notify you of new Army guidance regarding the correction of military records for former members of the Army following rescission of the Windows 19 requirement. As a result of the rescission of all current Windows 19 requirements, former soldiers who were involuntarily separated for refusal to receive the Windows 19 may request a correction of the military records from either or both the Military Discharge Review Board or the Army Board of Corrections of Military Records, right? So they're offering these guys a chance to come back, right? And we know that they're going to get more and more desperate, over time. I've heard, I can't remember where I heard this, but there was some military guys out there, different guys kind of speaking out, saying that, we don't have enough guys in our military. We need to have more people and stuff like that. We need to have more men. We're not going to be able to survive, a war. So that's something that very well could go down. The scripture says, watch and pray, so that very could well go down in some sort of, drive instituted or something. And maybe you get, send you to jail, or you get fined or something if you don't join up. We just gotta wait and see. It is what they're gonna do. They're gonna do something. Things are gonna happen. So we just gotta watch and pray. So I was meant to say it is what it is, but I don't full well that I'm not joining no goddamn military. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Alright, you're not putting me up against no chariot, nigga. Nigga, you think I'm trying to go against a chariot? I know exactly what those are. I'm not going against that. Fuck you. I'm never joining your military. Fuck that. I'm not going against that thing. Not in a million years. That's called friendly fire. I would never do anything like that. Fuck those guys. The rest of this is really self-explanatory. Dismissal, yeah. It's just has no impact on military readiness. But they moved it off. What everybody's doing about face now. We could go read about this. One might be curious what the Army's doing about face on this now, because they said, we don't really need you guys to do that to save face and whatever. Given that its top official clearly has a different perspective from the policy change they're authorizing. He wrote last month the Army missed its fiscal year 2022 recruiting goals by 10,000. The third consecutive year to have a significant shortfall, right? People don't want to join this. Spirit also called the DLD to formally apologize to service members it unlawfully removed from the military, which, you guys should never join that shit. If you were part of that, fuck that shit. Hell no. Hell no, man. We're not supposed to be involved in no goddamn military. What if I knew a brother that was like involved in that stuff, I'll say, you gotta get yourself out of there ASAP, ASAP. Those policy reversals a step towards sanity is far from enough. As I said before, senior Army officials apologize for the misconduct. Beyond the old door, a deep reservoir of immense subordinates whose trust was so casually broken, right? And that's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much stuff that I mentioned. So this is the one precept I'm going to bring out. This is Isaiah 19 and how did I get over here in 26? Oh, it's my highlighter. Yes, this is Isaiah 19 and 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the Lord, of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Right? And let me see here. When you go into, so they should be like women, right? That means, what it means. So they have a very feminine spirit and stuff like that that's poured out over this country. It talks about that here in Isaiah 19 as well. Lord has a perverse spirit over this place. And, essentially that's what's going down here in the military. Military allows pretty much anyone to join in. And, I think that's the big reason why a lot of guys don't want to join. They don't want to be around, a bunch of, ABC stuff, and you reason out what ABC alphabet stuff is. ABC, all that bullshit. No one wants to be around that shit, A lot of guys like Tate and Andrew Tate and a lot of other guys who think, he's a fucking plant. I don't really think I doubt he's a genuine guy. I doubt he's a really genuine dude. I have my doubts, considering his father was like a CIA or some shit. I have my doubts. I have my doubts about Alex Jones too, But right, the second part, shaking the hands, that's pretty much us rebuking, this nation, bringing out the scriptures. Because there's another scripture that calls, shake the hand, and stuff like that. It means we bring out the scriptures and we're, rebuking the people, So here we go. This is the book of Isaiah 13:2. Lift the banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. So the banner is the truth of the scriptures. The high mountain is America, right? We know that mountain symbolizes a government, a nation. Shake the hand means to rebuke, and that's what we're doing. And those are those precepts. That's a precept for you. You can go look into that. And here's the other one. You can look at that too. And here you go. If you want to take this breakdown, write it down, or something, you can just pause the video. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. This country is in a desperate spirit. Geopolitical lines and allyships are moving around. I just heard, I haven't verified it for myself. I haven't looked into it yet, but I hear that Algeria is now getting involved in the war, which is completely out of left field. I didn't think that they would join. I would assume that Qatar or a nation like that would have joined first, because I think Qatar is the closest, one of Palestine's closest allies, Palestine's closest allies. But yeah, we'll see what goes down. I'll look it up for myself. I implore all you brothers out there, be a workman that needs not to be, that needs to be. What do you need to do? You need to, oh my gosh, why do I keep forgetting this one? I don't bring the scripture out enough, that's why. Oh my gosh, I keep messing this one up. It's a tongue twister. Yep, 2 Timothy 2:15, show this also for proven to the Most High workmen that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Right, so look into all these things, look into the scriptures, talk about these things. Wars, pestilence, Isaiah 19s, all the prophecies and stuff like that, and look into the news and then bring out your own stuff. And that was pretty much it. This is the news topic that I saw off of Natural News, and I just wanted to talk about it. So check all that stuff out. Go verify it for yourself, and that's it, Shalom.